Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
Buenas noches, soy Daniel Pineda.
My name's Adele Quo.
Rocking the Spanish. And this is our
That's right.
Thanksgiving. Yep.
Pre-Thanksgiving.
What happened?
No,
to
Halloween.
Well, Halloween week, but we're a little early for Thanksgiving.
I was going to say, that didn't sound right.
Pre-election
Like
show
Veterans
for
Day.
2014. We're glad you're all here, and we've got a busy show here tonight, so bear with us. Our news items are first, and then we're going to go to an interview with Miriam and her guest, the two candidates for the Arlington County School Board. Adele is here with
It's Easy Be
Green.
Verde.
Lord
Gigi.
Beckerman in his Brain
Gigi.
Healthy Minute. Our CBB or Community Bulletin Board file. Rich and his reviews. Our News for Seniors segment, and that, I think, is our show. But stay tuned, there's more.
Absolutely, Mr. Nolan. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number one, and also facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News.
Gracias.
Absolutely, Craig.
Senor Pineda. Okay, here we go with our first of our news items. Well, November 4 is election. News for Seniors glasses are working. Is election day here at Arlington. Here are a few things that you want to know about. Perhaps the polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Picture, photo ID is required, or your voting card might help, your voter registration card. You can vote at your regular polling place. If you're not sure which one that is or where it is, visit this website, vote.arlingtonva.us/pollingplaces/maps/directions. The site will give you a list of polling stations and locations. We hope that helps. Daniel.
Well, that's right, Craig. Offices on the ballot are for U.S. Senator, U.S. Representative for the 8th District, and special elections to fill unexpired terms for the school board and the county treasurer. Later in the program, we will have an interview with Miriam Gennari and two of the candidates for the Arlington School Board.
Yes, Daniel, and there are 4 Arlington County Board referendums on the ballot. A $60 million bond for metro and other transportation projects, a $13 million bond for Arlington Parks and Recreation, $40 million for county capital projects, information technology, and infrastructure, and a $106 million bond for Arlington Public School projects. All those bond referendums will be on this ballot, so do your homework. Daniel.
Well, Craig, you will also be asked to vote on an amendment to the Virginia Constitution. The amendment, if passed, will allow the Virginia General Assembly to exempt from taxation the real property of the surviving spouse of any member of the U.S. Armed Forces killed in action. Real property is any property that is attached directly to land as well as the land itself.
All right, Daniel, and also for you absentee voters, it's too late to vote by absentee, for absentee, by mail. However, you can vote on election day. You cannot vote in person on election day. You can vote in person, but with an absentee ballot at the voting registration office until November 1. The office is located at 2100 Clarendon Boulevard in the courthouse. You can visit this website also, vote.arlingtonva.us/absentee for more details. Daniel?
Well, Craig, for more information on the election, you have a few options. You can visit the county website, that's at arlingtonva.us, the county's voting website at vote.arlingtonva.us, or the state's voting website, that's at vote.virginia.gov, and the voter registration office is 2100 Clarendon Boulevard, 22201, Suite 320. It's open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. You can call them at 703-228-3456.
All right, Daniel, and earlier our very own Miriam Gennari sat down with the two candidates for the Arlington County School Board, and here's a look at what they talked about.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News Sustainable Scoop. I'm Miriam Gennari, and I'm here with my guest Barbara Kanninen and Audrey Clement. Both these ladies are running to be Arlington's next school board member, and so I wanted to have them here to talk a little bit about sustainability. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, let's get right to it because I feel like we're coming full circle having this discussion. I am very concerned about the future of our schools and creating a long-term lasting school system that is beneficial to all the students. How, Barbara, can you and your vision make that happen?
Well, you know, there's several levels of sustainability, and the three that I've particularly talked about are budget, the environment, of course, but children themselves. And so budgetarily, sustainability is about being able to operate in the long run. We need to do that with our budget. We obviously have to balance budget every year, but we also need to think about, as we develop our ideas for spending and investing in kids, make sure that they're investments that we can continue for the long run. So we need to be careful with that. The environment, of course, is sustainability, you know, the definition of sustainability. We need to be careful with our land use, as well as the buildings that we produce. I'm very happy about Arlington's policy of being aggressive with LEED certified buildings, as well as buildings that will last for 50 years.
But that's a new development. Are you willing to stand up and push for more sustainable schools when push comes to shove and dollars are at stake?
You mean LEED certified and things like that? Absolutely. I'm a professional environmental economist. I have devoted my professional life for 25 years to environmental issues, so it's a core value to me. I absolutely, fundamentally believe that we need to be very careful about our energy use and environmental issues as we build.
And what was your third issue that you think?
Well, you know, the third is our children themselves. You know, it sounds like a song title, but they really are our future. We need to invest in them, provide them the tools. Many children grow up and contribute to Arlington's economy. We certainly want Arlington to remain a vibrant community and a strong democracy, and that is all about providing the tools to the children.
Great. Well, thank you, Barbara, for that answer. And now, Audrey, can you tell me your idea of what a sustainable Arlington school system would be?
Well, as you know, I'm a Green Party member. I'm running as an independent right now, but I am a staunch environmentalist. I've been lobbying for environmental progress in this county for a number of years. And in particular, I'm interested in installing renewable energy on all public buildings, primarily the schools. Of course, this is not just or even primarily an environmental issue, it's an economic issue as well. The intent of renewable energy is to save money on fuel in the long run. Also, I'm concerned that we are setting the wrong example for our children. We do teach environmental literacy in our schools, but parents who insist on driving their kids to school when free alternatives are available are setting the wrong example, as are teachers who refuse to take public transportation. The best way to educate our children is through our own good example, and if we can't commit to that, we're greenwashing them.
Audrey, you're 100% right, and yet I myself have been guilty on a rainy day of driving my daughter to school, knowing full well that she was capable of getting there. So what you're saying is prepare these children for a life without reliance on fossil fuels.
Well, yes, but I would also qualify that by saying whenever there are extenuating circumstances, like a rainy day like today, I would...
Oh, forget that. She could have walked. Let me just ask you real quickly, because we're going to run out of time. If you had a vision for what the school system would look like in 50 years and the experience for our children, what would it be?
Yeah, that's a very exciting question. And the fact is, the dream I have probably would take 50 years to really pull off. I really fundamentally believe in hands-on learning for kids. We have an auto tech facility at the Career Center. I would like every child in Arlington Public Schools to learn how to take apart and put together a car, perhaps during the middle school years. I really like the concept of edible schoolyards that was developed in Berkeley, California, sustainable agriculture, having community gardens right at the schools where kids learn science and math skills, as well as, you know, all the way through the cooking
and to do
skills.
that, there'll have to be a budget for that.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
we'd like to see
Thank
that.
you.
And Audrey, your thought?
Well, I think the biggest challenge facing Arlington children in the next 50 years is climate change denial. Ask yourself how far civilization would have advanced denying that the earth is round, and you can gauge how far our children will advance with leaders denying the hard science of climate change. So we need to grow leaders in this county who will challenge those who would deny the facts of climate change.
Well, this is one reason why I'm very grateful that both you women are running and that you came here today to share your ideas and your energy. And I wish you both a great deal of luck. And I want to say to you viewers that I think you've got to learn to know your candidates. You've got to find out what it is you want from the school system, and then you need to get involved and vote. Thanks so much. This is Miriam Gennari. That's a Sustainable Scoop.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Miriam
you.
and Ms. Clement and Ms. Kanninen for keeping us up to date and posted on what's coming up here in the election. Get out there and vote. All right, we'll be moving right along here with this edition of the Arlington Weekly News. And what would it be? What would the show be without Adele Quo and
It's easy being green.
And Gigi the EnviroBat, eh?
Exactly. From our Gigi EnviroBat,
Nice.
Happy Green Halloween.
Excellent.
And it's easy being green, overcoming our myths relating to our friends, the bats. Coincidentally, this year, Halloween arrives during the first ever National Bat Week from October 26th to November 1st. So, happy Save the Bat Week! Mention bats and maybe your first reaction is rabies. Although rabies is a very serious disease, according to the Organization for Bat Conservation, you have a better chance of winning your state lottery jackpot or being murdered by your husband than dying of rabies from a bat bite. Don't you love those statistics?
Really love that analogy.
I know. Well, it's Halloween, so thought I'd bring that one up. Kicking off National Bat Week, Ben Affleck, who plays the Caped Crusader in the upcoming Batman vs. Superman movie, also stars in a new video to support the Organization for Bat Conservation. Check out the Batfleck video. The link is shown on your screen. You can learn that bats are beneficial to our ecosystem from Zack Snyder, Ben Affleck, and Amy Adams. They're there to tell you that bats are facing a decline in population from a fungal disease called white nose syndrome, climate change, and loss of natural habitat. Conservationists are extremely concerned that bats may be headed for extinction. That would have a negative rolling effect on our ecosystem. So remember, think of bats as our friends. They devour tons of insects nightly. A single bat can devour up to 5,000 insects in a single night. And all that bat eating means farmers can use less pesticides and can save the agricultural industry about $23 billion a year. Bats also pollinate our flowers and spread seeds that grow the new plants and trees. Therefore, they help to repopulate our plants, maintain forests, grow fruits like bananas, and they are the only pollinators of agave. Tequila, anyone? For our yards, think of bats like birds. We need them for a healthy environment. So start by overcoming your fear of bats, and if you like pesticide-free food and tequila, you can help. The easy first step is to put up a bat house and plant a bat-friendly garden. So remember, it's easy being green, celebrating all things batty during the first ever National Bat Week.
Excellent.
Great.
So bats kind of get a bad rap. Well, that's good to know, and we should think differently about
Absolutely.
bats.
That's right.
Good
They're our
stuff.
friends.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Adele.
Thank you, Adele.
And Gigi?
And
Gigi
Gigi.
EnviroBat.
Gigi.
Thank
Okay,
you.
as promised now, moving right along, is it CBB time or Nort? Nort Beckerman. Nort Beckerman in his Brain Healthy Minute. Here's Nort.
Hi, I'm Nort Beckerman, the brain health coach. For generations, it was believed that the brain you were born with was the brain you were stuck with for the rest of your life. It was believed for most of us that our brains developed until we were about 20. After that, we didn't develop new experience-dependent brain cells. That meant learning new things was very difficult or impossible. Old dogs couldn't learn new tricks, suggesting that we would be doomed to doing less and less of the same old things over and over. We believed that aging caused cognitive decline. It doesn't. The research done in the 90s proved that we generate experience-dependent brain cells from birth to death. Not only can we continue to learn, but it's important to the health of our brain that we continue to learn at all ages. I'm Nort Beckerman, the Brain Health Coach. I'll see you next time for a Brain Healthy Moment.
All right, thanks, Nort. Keep your brain healthy, eat right, exercise, drink plenty of water, and a healthy you will make for a healthy brain. True, true. Here we go, as promised now. Next segment up is our CBB Community Bulletin Board file, News for Seniors Glasses in Place on Sunday, November 2nd. You can run or watch the Beckett's Irish Pub Stash Dash. This race is part of November's Movember activities. Movember is about spreading awareness about men's health issues, including prostate cancer. To commemorate the month, some men grow mustaches for the whole month. If you want to run in the Stash Dash, you can visit this website, www.runpacers, there's a dot in there, www.runpacers.com/race/Beckett's Irish-pub-stash. I think that's it.
Stash Dash.
Check out the Stash Dash. Anyway, to learn more about the Movember, visit the U.S. Movember website, us.movember.com.
Craig, can you
Daniel.
repeat that link for me again?
You tried.
Well, on Saturday, Craig, November the 1st, Arlington Public Schools, along with the Virginia Foundation for Humanities, School Board Vice Chair Dr. Emma Violin Sanchez and Social Studies Supervisor Kathy Hicks will host a screening of Harvest of Empire, the untold story of Latinos in America. It will be followed by a community conversation. The event will run from 12:30 to 5 p.m. at Kenmore Middle School. The film will trace the experiences of recent immigrants from Latin America, especially children and their families. Craig.
All right. Thanks, Daniel. Next up on our CBB file on Saturday, November 8th at 2 in the afternoon, there's another student performance, this time at Wakefield High School. You can watch students perform Janet Langhart Cohen's one-act play about racial injustice, Anne and Emmett. Depicts an imaginary meeting between Anne Frank and Emmett Till. The production is a collaboration between Arlington Public Schools and Signature Theater's Signature in the Schools program. Arlington Public Schools administrative staff will have a special performance of Anne and Emmett on November 5. There'll be a daytime performance just for high school students from November 5 to November 7, and then on November 7 there will be a private evening performance, reception, and Q&A. For more information and tickets and all about this upcoming extravaganza, visit this website, www.apsva.us, and they'll tell you all about it. Daniel.
Well, Craig, on Saturday, November the 8th, the library and the Friends of the Arlington Public Library will host the 4th annual Arlington Puzzle Fest. You can compete or watch crosswords, Sudoku, brain teasers, word games, math, and logic puzzles and other brain-stretching tournaments. The event will run from 8:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. at the Arlington Central Library Auditorium. It's free, but you have to register through the library's website. Give them a call at 703-228-6339 for more information.
All right, Daniel, and we'll be back with our News for Seniors segment right after we hear from our man about town for theater, the arts, and a whole lot more, Mr. Rich Masabny. Here's Rich.
Hey, Rich.
Thank you, boys. I've been to a number of productions of the Rocky Horror Show that had been a bit raunchy, but that's not the case at the Little Theater of Alexandria, and to my surprise and delight, frankly. LTA's version is very enjoyable, with a terrific cast backed up by music director Christopher Tomasino and the Rocky Horror Band. It's Rockin' Show, as directed by Christopher Koff. The story is about an innocent couple whose car breaks down, Janet and Brad, and they knock on some door for help, and they've come to a house of horrors. A great cast of spooky folks meet them, there's a bunch of good people in this stuff, local actors around town. The effective lighting by Ken and Patty Crowley is wonderful. The Rocky Horror Show runs through November 15 at the Little Theater of Alexandria. Call 703-683-0496 or check the website at thelittletheater.com. And there's no throwing of stuff. You know, if you've been to the movie or something, they're throwing stuff. There's nothing like that here. Arena Stage in the district is paying tribute to America's Civil War. Our War, it's called, is part of the National Civil War Project, a collaboration with universities and the art community. Guest narrators are reading from short monologues by 25 playwrights with an onstage cast of 6 actors. More than 30 notable leaders from the D.C. community will join the cast through November 9 at the Arena Stage. This past weekend, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the Associate Justice of the Supreme Court, did a reading. The actors giving meaning to the essays are Ricardo Frederick Evans, John Lesko, Lynn Rathman, Kelly Armstrong, Fai Patum, and Sarah Weisman. Our War is directed by Anita Maynard-Losh. For information and tickets, call 202-488-3300 or check the website, www.arenastage.org. And finally, our old favorites, the Teatro della Luna is in the middle now of their wonderful 17th Festival International of Teatro Hispanic thing at the Gunston. And they do it on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday at 3 o'clock. And I've seen the 2 last ones they had, and this week now they have 3 women in sort of a serious drama, 3 actresses. It's called Random Steps. I'm going to ask you, my Spanish interpreter, how do you say that?
Pasos al Azar.
Okay. So it's good stuff. Can't go wrong with the Teatro della Luna. I just want to bring this to your attention. This is their big thing of the year, the festival. And their phone number is 703-548-3092. Or you can look them up and it'll tell you everything you ever wanted to know, including blood types. www.teatrodellaluna.org. So that's a short one for this week because I'm not getting paid that much.
Hey, you're getting paid more than any of us, you know.
Oh, okay.
You're taking us all out to dinner, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks,
Thank
Rich.
you, folks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Rocking the leathers tonight. I like the leathers. Good stuff. It's that time of year.
Yeah.
All right, moving right along now, this election edition of the Arlington Weekly News. Here's our News for Seniors file. Some information now on home care. If you have questions about home care, skilled nursing assisted living, and other services, then you might be interested in this next event. Representatives from Synergy Home Care, Bright Star Care, Capital Caring, and Virginia Hospital Center will explain types of assistance, their costs and coverage, and answer other questions. This free program will be at Lee Senior Center coming up Monday, 3 November at 1 in the afternoon. Here's their number for more information, 703-228-0555. Daniel.
Well, Craig, senators and delegates who represent Arlington and Alexandria and Richmond will participate in a legislative forum to discuss senior-related issues. The annual forum is sponsored by the Arlington and Alexandria Commissions of Aging. It gives the public an opportunity to speak directly to their representatives prior to the January 2015 General Assembly session. The event is on Friday, that's November the 7th, from 9:45 a.m. to 11:30 p.m. at the Fairlington Center. For more information, contact the center at 703-228-1700.
All right, Daniel, and also on our News for Seniors file, Patty Klein, Executive Director of Rebuilding Together, a national nonprofit group that provides repairs and upgrades to homes of qualified seniors at no cost, will explain the program, how to qualify, and how to volunteer for the program. This free program will be on Wednesday, November 5 at 11 in the morning at Langston Brown Senior Center. For more information, give them a call. Here's their number, 703-228-6300. Daniel.
Well, Craig, Kelly Arthur of Virginia Healthcare Services is encouraging seniors to stay safe this winter by learning how to avoid getting the flu. Ms. Arthur is presenting a program on healthy safety tips and the latest on the flu versus cold discussion. The free presentation will be on Wednesday, November the 5th at 10 a.m. at the Walter Reed Senior Center. Register at 703-228-0955.
All right, that's it. I guess we're done with seniors, right? Okay, that's
you, Judy.
that's a wrap for our seniors file. Thanks again to Judy Musabny of OSAP, the Office of Senior Adult Programs. Thanks, Judy, for helping us out and sending us these announcements. Now you can, as a reminder here, you can catch Rob and Amy Sue in their Halloween special. Their Halloween special on special on YouTube. Believe it or not, on YouTube. They're on YouTube, and that's it. So we got to go now. We're going to see Robbie and Amy and Robbie. I don't know. We got to go. Okay, we're going to go. That's it.
Cheers.
Anything else to go?
Cheerio.
Happy
And
Halloween!
before we go, happy Halloween! Get out there
Yeah.
and get the vote out, and do your civic duty and vote. Next
Yep.
week, if you're there, we'll be here and we'll do it all again. Have a safe week. Bye bye.